He's got all the right moves in all the right homes. He's the technician you love to see. In fact, customers call him Big Papa. His name's Kenny Francisco. And now it's time for What Will Kenny Say? The question today is, Kenny, what's the craziest thing you've seen in a customer's house?
And probably when I went on a service call one time, I opened the panel. And when I opened the panel,
and when Kenny opened the panel, he found a lot of money in the panel? Or, ugh, I hate these bugs. Roaches? Oh, I can't stand them. Or he found a love letter inside of the panel. What did Kenny find?
1,200
mosquitoes?
Roaches poured out of this thing. The service call was because the panel wasn't working. The house, when you go in it, there was stuff stacked. Just random shit, just everywhere. And so I opened this panel to try to figure out what's going on, and about 1,200 roaches just poured out, just went everywhere.
How did that make you feel?
Sick.
Now, if you ate roaches, that would be a good thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, it depends on the amount of protein in them.
Yeah.
You know.
Where did they go when they ran out? That's the big question.
I think they went home.
Well, we know it's a sure thing. If the roaches did actually go home, they're definitely protected by us here at SFI. It's time for another big night, and you have my permission to dial. Let's go.